Let's go ahead and work on homework exercise number 1 from section 12.1. It states that a sample obtained in such a way that every element in the population has an equal chance of being selected is called a blank sample. Okay, the correct answer is a random sample. Okay, random means everyone has the same opportunity to be selected. It's like if you put your names in a hat and each one was on a slip, your names on a slip of piece of paper, and you selected each one has an equal chance of being selected. That's when it is a random sample, and that's what we usually want to do to get a so that it's not biased. Okay, equal chance of being selected. All right, very good. Random sample. Question number 2. The governor of a large city needs to determine whether the city's residents will support the building of a new middle school. The government decides to conduct a survey of a sample of the city's residents. Which of the following procedures would be the most appropriate for obtaining a sample of the city's residents? Okay, number 1, survey a random sample of adults who currently have children in public schools. Again, this would only be the people that have children in public schools. Not everybody in the city would have an equal chance of being selected. So this would not be good, even though it's a random sample, but it's only for children in public schools, okay? Survey every 4th person in a local nightclub. Again, not all the city's residents go to this certain local nightclub. So again, everybody would not have an equal chance of being selected. Survey the last 100 residents listed in a telephone directory. Again, this would probably be a little bit better than the first 2, but not everybody has their number in the telephone directory. So again, some people would not, it wouldn't be random because some people wouldn't have an equal chance of being selected. And finally, survey a random sample of persons within each geographical region of the city. Okay, in this one, in theory, every person would have a chance of being selected because we're going to go to within each geographical region of the city. So we're going to go to the entire city, different regions, and random sample people. So this would probably be the best one in terms of producing a random sample, which we want an unbiased sample. Okay, that's truly unbiased means it represents the entire city, in this case, all the residents. Okay? All right, very good. Question number 3. A questionnaire was given to students. The first question was asked, how stressed have you been in last week on a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being not stressed at all and 10 being as stressed as possible. The responses are shown to the right. Which stress rating describes the least number of students? Okay, the number of students are in the frequencies. Okay, that's how many, like for this one here, the 6 here, 6 students indicated that their stress rating is 0. 5 students indicating their stress rating is 1 in the second column, or the second row. So then the least number of students, the smallest number obviously here is in the 3rd row. It's a frequency of 2. So then which stress rating? Okay, the stress rating is actually a 2 also. So it's a 2 out of 10. You got to answer the first part with the stress rating. So again, your first part is the stress rating. You're looking at the frequency, the lowest frequency, but then you're answering with the stress rating. In this case, they're both 2 for my answer. For your answer, it might be different. And then now they ask how many students responded with this rating. Again, now you answer with the frequency, which is 2 students from the second column, okay? The first column is the stress rating. The second column is the frequency. Very good. All right. A questionnaire was given to students in an introductory statistics class during the first week of the course. One question asked, how stressed have you been in the last 2.5 weeks on a scale from 0 to 10? 0 being not stressed at all, not at all stressed, and 10 being as stressed as possible. The students' responses are shown in the frequency distribution below. How many students were involved in the study? So the total number of students. So we've got to click the icon to go ahead and get the the frequency distribution. Now, how many students were involved in the study? Again, the number of students is by the frequencies. So the total, how many students were involved, would be the frequencies for all the different stress ratings. And again, the frequencies are right here, so we're going to total up the second column, the frequencies, and that will give us the total of all the students. So we have 6 plus 5, okay. Oops. 6 plus 5 equals, and then we have 4, 13, and 12, and 15. I'll just keep on adding. 18, 26, 30, 17, and 18, to give us a total of 164 students, okay? Again, we added up all the frequencies and got a total of 164. All right, let's look at homework exercise number 5. A random sample of 30 college students is selected. Each student is asked how much time he or she spent on homework during the previous week. The times in hours are obtained. Construct a frequency distribution. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this one is I'm just going to go through one at a time instead of finding all the 15s, and I think we're far less likely to make a careless mistake. So I'm going to do all the different values, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, 22, and then I'll just continue over here, 23, 24, and I believe I see a 25 as the highest. Okay, and now we're just going to go ahead and keep track of how many on each one. So we'll just go through each one. 19, we make a tally mark at 19 for 1 there. 17, 18, 25, 24, 18, 17, 2 20s, 21, 22, 25, 18, 20 and a 24, okay, 16, 17, 2 15s, an 18 and a 24, 25, 19, 20, 21, a 19, a 20, and a 21, 21 and a 20, 21, 20 is 5, 22, 15, 16, and finally 119. So it looks like for 15 we have 3, 16, 2 tally marks, 17, 3, 18, 4, 19, 3, 20 is 5, 21 is 3, 22 is 2, 23 is 0, 24 is 3, and 25 is 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy these down on a piece of paper or on my whiteboard so that I can remember the answers. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and it is 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5 for 20, 3 for 21, 2 for 22, 0 for 23, 24 is 3, and 25 is also 3. Okay, so I think we've got the answers now. Let's go ahead and put them in to make sure we got them correct. All right, 15, there were 3. 16, we said there were 2 scores. 17, 3 scores. 18, 4 scores. 19, 3 scores. 20, 5 scores. 21, 3 scores. 21. 1, 2. Let's try 2. Okay. Guess I made a mistake somewhere there. 22, you got to be careful. 22 is 2 scores. 23, there were none. 24 was 3 scores. And 25 were 3 scores. Okay, so be careful, take your time, go slowly so you don't make a careless mistake, miss one. And again, 30, you can add these up, 5, 8, 12, 15, 20, 22, 24, 27, and 30, so that makes sense. Okay, this concludes this session. If you have any questions, send me an email at tsquares@hodges.edu or call me at 239-938-7805. Thank you.